And without further ado, I would like to welcome our first speaker from the Latvian Investment and Development Agency, Jānis Jēkabsons. Perfect. Big round of applause.
Yeah, thank you. Hi everyone. Yes, my name is Jānis. I'm a representative person of Latvian Investment and Development Agency. And today I will tell you more about the possibilities what LIAA can offer to startups and ecosystem and all the other ecosystem players. Yes, I would like to start my presentation by telling you that we are the governmental agency for receiving funds. If your company really needs some support of any kind from government, or you're stuck in some research and development phase where you can't move forward anymore, you're more than welcome to visit us at LIAA and see what are the possibilities for your startup and see what LIAA can offer you to help you prolong and advance forward with your company and product. Yes, so startup support Formation Latvia is promoting research and development of commercialization and innovative ideas processes. For startup support, we have implemented startup law, which has two big support programs. One of them is a tax incentive program for fixed social insurance contributions and personal income tax relief. And the other one is 45% of the highly qualified employee support salaries support programs. The criteria are not that hard to achieve. I would say that you have to have an innovative technology or business, you have to be at least a startup, or you have to have at least early stage investment of more than 150,000 euros, and you can't have more than 150 euros tax debt, or you can't have an ongoing bankruptcy case for your company. And so, yeah, you can apply for these two programs in Startup Support Law, where you can get all the support for your company, you support your employees' salaries, and you can invest this money in more useful things like research and development, and we partly can pay your employees' salaries. Another one support program, what we support startups is the Startup Visa. It's for non-European Union founders, up to for one business idea, there can be up to 5 founders with whole families. You can come to Latvia, stay for 3 years, and work here in Latvia, develop your product, and prove that you are a startup, and maybe use Latvia as a first step to evaluate your company, evaluate your product, and after that, if you are a startup company in Latvia, you get all the support programs as any other Latvian company can get from government. That includes also LIAA. Yes. So next one is innovative vouchers. This is more of a scientific thing. If your company is stuck somewhere, you need some products or technologies research, or you need some cooperations with scientific institutions, you're more than welcome to use innovative vouchers. There are 3 kind of vouchers involved. One of them is introductory, second one is design, and third one is the classic voucher. This program also includes the recruitment of highly qualified employees, also support of the 45% of their salaries are supported. And support activities here are technical and economical feasible studies, industrial research, experimental development, and all the things that are listed on this list here. So yes. Also, we have this program for support of process digitalization. If your company needs some programs or databases digitalized, you're more than welcome to apply for this program. I know that from European Digital Innovation Center, someone will speak here today also. They will have more information about this program. But the LIAA is a part where you get a roadmap from this EDIH area of Digital Innovation Centers, and like we are the things that who can give this directive money. After the roadmap, you come to LIAA and we give you the money and support your digitalization of your company. Also we have representative offices in Latvia. That means if you are not based, your startup, company not based in Riga, if your company is not based in Riga, you're more than welcome to visit our Latvian representative offices abroad and also in other cities of Latvia. Here you can see the map, so you can search the closest one which suits you the best, and you don't have to always come to Riga to start your business or get LIAA support. And One of the great things I would like to introduce you today is that starting from 16th of September, there will be a new incubator program. Everyone who is interested is more than welcome to apply for it. You can contact these representative offices in around Latvia and see what are the opportunities and what you need to do to apply for the business incubator program. This incubator support includes, like this is the first one, the incubation is free for up to 5 years. So yeah, you can, that are innovative, technological, export capable, and you get grants, training and mentoring, and please study their homepage and study the LIAA opportunities. For this we have the business.gov.lv homepage where you can see all the information. And the pre-incubation program will be later on in October. And in simple words, like what's the difference between the incubation and pre-incubation? The incubation is more if you're already established company and you have to start developing your product more. Pre-incubation is more if you have only idea, you need to know how to start your business and what are the first steps and what supporting programs you can get. And Idea Scout, this will be covered by my colleague later on, but yeah, this is also there will be a competition of Ideas Cup that my colleague will tell you later on. Also, yes, we support export activities for companies. We organize trade missions. We have representative offices abroad for more than 13 countries. And if you're interested in any of these supports, yes, my colleagues wanted to tell you that if you're a startup, don't be shy to apply non-startup trade missions. That also includes national stands and everything. You don't have to apply only for our Startup Latvia team organized trade missions. You can apply for all the startup or the LIAA organized trade missions, and you can get also support for our representative offices abroad if you're interested in the new markets. And yeah, and shortly, these are the next events that we'll be attending: TechDarQ in Denmark in September, Serbia, 5G Territory Latvia, Precision Medicine Networking from Latvia, / an ICT Week Uzbekistan in September. If you're more interested, you can search in this area in today's event. We have we are LIAA representatives. We have shirts like this. My colleagues here sitting. Please, if you're interested in any of the events or interested in some support of the LIAA, please approach also my colleagues and also me if you need, of course. Yep, and thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you to Jānis. I would also like to welcome from LIAA, Kravinska. Round of applause, please.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to tell more about the activities implemented by the Innovation Support Division of LIAA. And firstly, it is idea competition, Ideju kauss, which is going to happen for the 16th time this year. The requirements are very simple. You just have to be more than 18 years old and you need to have an idea. It can be just a thought in your head, or you may already have a prototype. You can apply alone and you may already have a team. So why is it even better this year? Because every applicant will have an access to our business training programs during the first 2 rounds of the competition. The first round is going to happen as video lectures, and you can watch them anytime that's more convenient for you, while the second round happens as the online webinars for such topics like marketing, finances, investments, your pitch deck, and so on. And the third round is going to happen in Riga as in-person presentations. Also, to qualify for the third round or finals of the competition, you should fall under the requirements of the minimis for natural person, which is mainly that you do not have tax debts and your idea does not belong to some of the non-supportable industries. But the prize fund is 40,000 euros, and we grant prizes for the first 12 places. You should apply to really gain some new contacts, advices from experts. We also have a mentoring and workshop to really improve specifically your presentation. The ideas can be of any industry, really. It can be a service or a product. For example, the last year's winner was a social entrepreneurship idea, or it can be a practical solution that might solve your own daily problem, or it can be something more intricate, like underwater drone. So the applications are going to be open starting from the next week, and you should not procrastinate to the latest date, because, as I already mentioned, these video lectures are going to be available during this time period. Secondly, we offer a deep tech training program, which is going to be implemented by Unilab, which also collaborates with the 4 of scientific universities of Latvia. So it's an online training, a practical guide how to lead your own deep tech startup. It happens in English, and you apply also, as for the idea competition, as a natural person. These trainings are aimed for potential entrepreneurs or scientists who want to either be head of their own startup or to become a chief technical officer in their startup. So yeah, the topics covered in this training is everything from A to Z about how to lead your startup, and I believe is going to be valuable for anyone who wants to know more about what really deep tech is. Thirdly, we also have a mini MBA innovation management program. So for this, you apply as an enterprise and send one of your managers for this training. It is implemented by university, and it happens in person. So target audience, as I already mentioned, is small and medium enterprises who operate in one of the these 3 smart specialization areas, and the training is also conducted in English. Last but not least, what I wanted to mention is that next year we already set the date for the largest deep tech conference in Baltics, which is Deep Tech Atelier, and it will happen in Riga on 15th and 16th of May. It is really an excellent opportunity to network with like-minded people, to find investors, potential collaborations, learn about the industry trends, and so on. And all the mentioned activities and events are also at the portal of business.gov.lv and on our LinkedIn profile. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Next, I would like to welcome Marija Plotniece from the Latvian Council of Science.
Oh, perfect. I don't know how I'm gonna jungle these 3 things in my hand. So, hi everyone. So happy actually to be here. I guess I'm joining this event for, I guess, the 3rd time in a row for me. As far as I know, my name is Marija Plotniece, yes, and I'm representing Latvian Council of Science. And under the roof of Latvian Council of Science, there is Horizon Europe with the key funding structure for funding research innovation in Europe, tackling all of the biggest challenges and priorities that in EU we have. And national contact point is official representation in Latvia, so I'm a national contact point person, and I'm covering 3 things from the Horizon Europe. The whole 3rd pillar, it's EIC, European Innovation Council, European Institute of Innovation Technology, and European Innovation Ecosystems. And today, I decided to tell you about all of the 3 programs, and actually, it's going to be a challenge because if the speech for such event should be a marathon, so it's going to be a sprint here. So I'll try to cover everything, and today we are speaking only about Horizon Europe, and only about these 3 instruments, and I'll tell you what do we have for 24 and what is the vision for 25. And yeah, our national contact point is located on Smilšu Street, just in front of the Valsts. We have a beautiful terrace on the 2nd floor, or on the 6th floor, and we even serve coffee. So if you have any questions and just even want to chat about some nice idea, you are more than welcome. So, okay, that was intro. Talking about the vision, firstly, what I want to say, I guess I will not spend time talking about 24 because we are already here, but I'll more tell about you the vision. It's the whole Europe's vision for 25, talking about the Horizon Europe program specifically. And I guess you see the 4 kind of main priorities, boxes, batches, call it whatever. And I'll just tell you the keywords for that, because otherwise I will just won't make it in time. So if you are talking about the climate action, then it's going to be, then the keyword is going to be green hydrogen and develop technologies for recycling and sustainable materials in circular economy. If we are tackling the food security and agriculture, we'll talk about precision farming, sustainable food system, and climate smart agriculture challenges. Then if you're talking about the digital things, it's going to be even more advanced AI. It's going to be robotics, but here boldly with a specific focus on ethics, so robotics with ethics. And we push even forward the quantum computing. Then health and well-being. From health, we will try to secure and create secure health data systems for chronic disease management, and for personal medicine, and especially we here bold the things we think more about the population aging. So these are our main 4 pillars for the upcoming year of 25. And this handsome man is the commissioner for budget administration, the current commissioner, Johannes Hahn, that actually presented our goals for 24-29 on June 24 or 29th, if I'm not mistaken. The next, so here I don't need my cell phone. I'll put it here. So main programs of the EIC. Firstly, we'll cover the EIC. It's kind of the biggest instrument that may be out of your interest. So I'll tell you about it. And if we'll still have time for EIT in EDI, we'll cover it also. So the instrument itself is made in order to cover the full project idea development cycle. So you start with a low TRL of 1.4, you start with Pathfinder, then you go to the transition, and then you end up in the Accelerator. The thing is that to Pathfinder and Accelerator, you can enter these programs if you have fulfilled the basic criteria, like the TRLs and the other administrative criteria, but for the transition, your idea and your project needs to be based on the previous funded project from 2020, Horizon 2020, I refer to the previous framework program, or from Horizon Europe. And yeah, and when you are subject or having grant from the Commission for EIC, then you get mentors, coaches, you get access to the global networking and the community platform that's specifically designed for the EIC grantees. When you get above the threshold in the proposal evaluation, you are subject to get a seal of excellence that is could be as a mark from the European Commission, from the investors, from the evaluators, that your project is actually really good, but you lacked money at some point. So it's a kind of fast track to other fundings because under the EIC we have specified events for those who hold those seals of excellence. And the last thing is the ESC prizes. ESC prizes is kind of monetary contributions, bonuses for you after accomplishing a great work. So currently, Women Innovators and Innovation Procurement prizes are still open. And if you have any questions about the prizes or anything, so don't hesitate to come to me after my session. I don't have a specified LIAA T-shirt. I have scarf for Latvian Council of Science. So spot me like that. Yeah, quickly about the 3 main programs. So Pathfinder, mostly it's for consortia, but for challenges, there could be also single applicants and small consortia. You may wonder, what challenges? So in Pathfinder calls and in Accelerator calls, we have 2 different batches how you can submit the calls. So in open call, you can throw in any idea, but in challenges calls, there are predefined topics that you need to fit in while submitting your project proposal. And here you can get grants up to 3 or 4, depending on the program, millions for your project. Then there is a transition that I already covered. So here you can get grants up to 2.5. You already can have seal of excellence for this program. And the other thing I tackle, and yeah, in transition you can be already a mono-beneficiary and apply as a mono-beneficiary. And we finish in the accelerator. So as a predefined rule, you need to be a mono-beneficiary. You only can be a mono-beneficiary startup or SME. To submit a project to that, you need a stable, I bolded, stable TRL 5 to submit this project. And talking about the money, you can have 2.5 million as the grant and 0.5 to 15 million to top it up as an investment component. But beware that 2.5 still we are SME, so it's 70%, and 30% still should be your co-investment in the program if you are taking only the grant, because you can take grant only or you can take grant and equity. Then I'll not go through the submission process. This is only for the accelerator, not to the other programs. So accelerator, the only thing that you need to know, it's a 3 steps. It's a short proposal, full proposal, it's interview. And for a short proposal that you need to know now, today, is that we don't have any deadline for the short proposal. So you need to fill out 12 pages, make a pitch video for up to 3 minutes, and then fill the 10 slides pitch deck, and you are good to go. And in 4 weeks, European Commission will answer you in a binary system, no go or no go. So if go, then you make the full proposal and the process goes up. And here, what you need to know that Pathfinder challenges are already done for this year, but challenges, the open calls, but challenges still we have 16th of October here. There is a list of challenges here. I don't see the dot. Okay, so there's a list of challenge calls that you would need to fit in if you are submitting to the challenges. I guess the presentation will be available for you after the event, but if no, just hit me up. I'll send it to you. Transition calls are also eligible, and there is a list on the European Commission's page of the project on what there can be built. And if you don't have still the project proposal to build your project, it shouldn't be your project. You can also find the project that fits your area and build on these results, but you will need to contact the previous consortia that actually built that project. So you need to cooperate with the previous project, those who submitted that project. Accelerator. It's 3rd of October, and both open and challenges are open. Whew. Okay, next. What's about the time? How much? I have 1 minute. Okay, main difference from for the 2025. So budget adjustments. As far as I know, we have 1.2 billion already for this program. We have an increased focus on biotechnology, AI, and we also introduced the new thing. So we had previously Pathfinder Transition Accelerator. Now we'll have also STEP instrument that will serve as a even larger investment thing. So it's up to 30 millions. And of course, along with that, why we are doing it? To enhance focuses, scaling deep techs and use strategic autonomy, and of course, alongside with that, some evaluation process updates and administrative are there. It's actually a sneak peek. I don't see that there should be a confidential font. I consider it barely. Okay. So it's a draft version. Nobody has seen it before. It's just for you, for the community, since I love you so much, or as now kids are doing this. So there are the challenge calls for you. So you may think already, because the program will be published in October, plus minus, officially. So you can already pre-think, maybe submitting to any of those calls. And if you have any questions, you can, of course, come to me. Or you can also contact my fellow colleague and friend Egita that lives in Brussels, and you can also contact her. Occasionally she's here, and also we have made the Baltic Innovators Group with my colleagues from Lithuania and Estonia, where we publish some secret information, some sneak peeks. So we kind of try to foster and enhance this Baltic Innovators ecosystem. And it's only about the EIC, so I guess I don't have time for EIT and EIE. I don't know, you tell me, if yes, I need like 1 minute or 1 minute. Okay, EIT, there is a list. I hope you'll have a presentation. There is a list of open programs. There are a lot of programs. EIT, it's mainly about education. So we connect educators, we connect researchers and businesses to make the innovation ecosystem. And mainly we support from mentoring, coaching, and some smaller grants. Highlights, we'll have an event, definitely, me and my colleagues from the other countries with the IT campus will have a nice event October, keep posted. From highlights from 25 year, I guess we have, the most interesting one is that we will have the new kick, it's a water kick that will address water scarcity, droughts and ecosystem protection. And shout out to my fellow friend and the partner in crime, Anton Adamovich, who I guess is not here, from also Conversation Reactor, that he is now newly appointed EIT community officer. The idea of having community officer, Latvia is actually one of the first countries who got this community officer position. And the idea of community officer is actually that this person will make our innovation ecosystem especially talking about the EIT, even more, let's say, even more together and even stronger. And finally, European innovation ecosystem calls are more for policymakers, let's say, or for those accelerators. So it's a level up. So it's not about the ecosystem we build among us as research and businessmen. It's the level up of those who help us on the regional political level to make this innovation ecosystem so we can work. So there are still 2 calls open until the 19th of September on inspired by the tough, tight deadline. I remember the second album of Kylie Minogue, Never Too Late. And I guess, okay, that's it, innovation ecosystem. That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much for your attention.
A big thank you to Marija. And next I would like to welcome Liga Ignate from the Digital Accelerator of Latvia. Round of applause, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Liga Ignate. I'm representing the Digital Accelerator of Latvia. We are not a governmental organization, so basically we are NGOs, and we have this project, European Digital Innovation Hubs. That was an initiative from the European Council to create such hubs in all over the Europe because, well, basically Europe is lacking behind from all other big regions in the digitalization. So we are trying to develop new technologies and make our enterprises more digital. And here in Latvia you have 2 EDIHs. One of them are we, Digital Accelerator of Latvia, and the other one is the IT cluster with the red logo. So the differences between us is that we, as the accelerator, are helping those who are trying to develop new technologies, new digital products or services. And basically the IT cluster is mainly working with internal process digitalization. How the old story goes with us. Basically, you apply, you tell us what is your idea, what is your need, what you try to develop or implement or whatever. Then you have the first step, that is digital maturity assessment. That is also from 2 parts. Like one of the first one is the European Council created assessment. Basically, a few questions about your internal processes, documentation, etc., 20 minutes we go through very quickly, all sorted. Then there's the other part of the test, the assessment, where you describe your idea, your need, and what are you looking for. And then we create the digital roadmap that was also mentioned by Leah. So basically that's a documentation where we describe what you are, what you are doing, what you are aiming for, and what we recommend for you. And with this roadmap, you can go to all sorts of organizations to receive their support, or use our support services that I will mention. So yeah, and those, and then it is followed by a second DMA after a year or whenever you have implemented the idea and had the services from us. What we can provide is basically testing, piloting technologies. So if you have an idea, you need some support with further implementation, etc., you can consult us. We have partners. Most of the partners are the big universities, scientific institutions here in Latvia that can provide their scientists, their equipment to test your idea, to try to implement it, see how it's going, and provide you with some consultations. Also, we help with funding. If you need consultations about applying all those programs that were previously talked about, if you haven't had the experience in writing Horizon projects, etc., we can help with that. We have quite a lot, huge options of skill and competency building training programs, and also, of course, the Innovation X system. But there are a few support programs I would like to put in spotlight. That is the mentoring program, where you can apply, and all this, of course, is basically free, 100% support from our side. In this mentoring program that are 4 weeks, I think, or 3 months, I don't remember, but you can scan the QR code, you can find all the information about the mentors, about how the program goes. The idea is that you have either various ideas you would like to test and see how they work, and then the mentors will help you and guide you through the testing of the ideas. Or if you have already a technology you are developing and you just need support for that, those mentors will provide it. And also this equity-free 10K for funding for prototyping. Also, if you are developing some kind of idea and working on some kind of technology, this is a service our partners can provide. You will have the presentation, you will have all the topics that we can help you with. Basically, you have the test before invest part, a lot of consultation and technology support, knowledge, skills development, traineeship, etc., fundraising, as I mentioned before. So these are our partners, as I said, universities, institutions, also business support organizations that are the main introducers of this project, the EDIH. So we are also working, I don't have the map, but we are also working like on a regional basis. So basically, if you are an entrepreneur from Riga, you have your business here, we will work with you here in Riga. If you are based in Valmiera or whatever place other, you will work with your local support. But all over the Latvia, the same support processes are available, the same support, the same amount of money, etc. So I also have colleagues with me, 3 nice girls sitting in the back right there at the window. So you feel free to come and chat with them. Also, here, Dennis in front, so you can just choose whichever you like. We don't have t-shirts, but still we are open to talk with you and tell a bit more about the options you have. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Liga. Next, I would like to welcome Fredis Bikovs from the Riga Investment and Tourism Agency. Applause, please.
Hi, thanks for having me. My presentation will be on a slightly different angle. We'll talk more about talent and can Riga become and Latvia become a future hub for talent, at least regionally. First, I will start with who are we? Riga Investment Tourism Agency, if someone doesn't know. We have primarily three things that we do. Number one is investment, and when it comes to investment, have two teams. One team is essentially a sales team, which speaks to investors outside, going on different conferences. The other one is more of a product team, what I would call is an investment environment team, who essentially should take feedback from investors we won, or even more investors who were lost, what is wrong and what can be done better in Riga. Other one is tourism, and also international marketing and communications, basically any PR or marketing activities we run as a city outside of Latvia. Sectors we're focusing on are global business services, IT, biomedicine, startups, manufacturing, and also movie industry. And we work differently with different of those sectors, like for instance, IT and global business services and biomedicine are the sectors who would go proactively and approach investors and talk to them, large institutional investors, and convince them to come to Riga. While some, like movie industry or startups, it's mostly creating different support mechanisms for you to be able more successfully grow in Riga. Now, actually, both areas, I joined the organization maybe about two and a half years ago. I remember my first week in the job. We were just exiting the COVID, and we just have started, the war in Ukraine have just started. So my first week was 2 weeks into the war. I was joining one of the conference, and where we potentially had to speak to investors about coming to Latvia. But everyone was coming to us and asking me, how are you guys holding up? So it felt almost like being on your own funeral. But 2 years after, I mean, it both affected tourists and investors. But that sentiment is changing, slowly but changing. I think there is more confidence coming back to the market in both investments and tourism. And if we look at what we did achieve in the last few years, is that we did attract large companies that are creating more than 1,000 jobs, new jobs in Riga, as well as we really pushed on creating the pipeline. So we have those investors coming in the future years. Tourism, if we exclude the geopolitical effect of not having Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarusian tourists, we're almost at the level which we had before COVID. And also we focused a lot of new support mechanisms, like yesterday we announced the results of the Startup House support program. So we'll be financing almost €500,000 in the next 3 years in supporting this great place as well. So speaking about the talent, why do I think talent is our only choice of surviving? To make it a bit more dramatic. We work a lot with so-called location advisory companies. It's basically companies who advise large international companies, do research for them, and advise them which countries to go and which not to go. So we work a lot of them, and one of those big 4 location advisory units, I asked them, so can you show me please, how do you make that recommendation? So basically what factors that you are evaluating? And of course, there are political, infrastructure, taxes, all different aspects that potential big investor is looking into. But human capital is one of the main topics. So you can see those percentages are the weight of each particular area into that overall calculation decision making. So basically, almost half or even more than half of decision is coming from evaluating the human capital factor in the country. And this is the #1 topic when I have to speak to a potential investor, is convincing them that they will be able to find talent in Riga. And only if we did that, then we talk about taxes and other aspects of that. So the other factor, maybe you saw this awful graph showing basically that every year we have approximately 10,000 more people exiting the job market versus the ones who are entering the job market. Of course, not everyone who is reaching the pension age is exiting the job market, but the picture is quite depressing. So while talent attraction to Latvia and to Riga is more of a national matter, but there are things that city can do as well. So what we did and doing right now. So we started up with the homework. 2 years ago, if you would open Live Riga website, you would see only the tourism section there. Well, if you would open any city website, you know, London, Paris, whatever, you would see sections like work, travel, invest, etc., right? So we created the Work in Riga portal, which we're advertising in, I think, about 10 countries. So we integrated the job ads from CV.LV there, and we made quite a clear description of how you can get into the country and all those kind of things. So it's more of marketing side. But the other part is, which is also very important, is the process side. So we're now working also with the Minister of Economics of creating the so-called international house, which is already operating in Tallinn, in Vilnius, in Copenhagen, in Helsinki, in many cities in our region. Basically, it's a one-stop agency for highly skilled talent that want to come to Riga. Similarly to what we had as a Riga for Ukrainian refugees, but just with a different audience that we want to work with. Like with the refugees, when you came to this center, which was run by Riga, you get all the state and municipality services in one place, right? So we want to create the same for highly skilled talent as well. And then we have also two monetary financial support program. One is for you as a companies. So if you want to bring a talent which you can't find in Riga for some reason, you can apply for support and get up to 4,500 euros per employee. Highly skilled is defined by the level of salary, so that employee should have a salary of at least 2,500 euros. And maximum support per company is for 5 people, so 22,000 euros. More info on our website and how to apply. And the other one is for individuals themselves, for diaspora. So basically, if you lived abroad for more than a year and the person wants to come back and work for you, the person can also apply for relocation compensation, so to say, of 1,800 euros. And that money is received by individual who is coming back to Latvia. So also more information on how to apply on our website. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Fredis. The next person I would like to welcome is Agnese Buša from the local Riga government.
Hello, my name is Agnese Buša. I'm head of Smart City Development Division at Riga Municipality. So today I am going to outline Riga's offer to startups, like hopefully many of you gathered here today. And by startups, I especially mean innovative startups. So what are we offering? Come and play in our playground. So here you can see our roadmap, and I will go in details right now. What we are offering and how you can receive this, our access to the testbed. So first of all, you can express your interest in cooperation in our webpage smartriga.lv. So you have to provide clear description of your solution. You have to provide information about your technological readiness level and also what are your desired test results. And our Smart Riga team will review each application. So the question is, what will we evaluate? Riga has identified 4 key sectors that is important for smart city development and its strategic initiatives as such. So, and we are looking for the projects who are within these 4 priorities. So these are mobility, connectivity and 5G, IoT and data solutions, and energy and climate. What is our target audience? We are looking for startups and companies who are willing to deploy and develop their solutions in real city environment. So the activities and solutions should contribute to sustainable growth and should provide and ensure higher quality of life of the inhabitants. Also, we are checking technological readiness level, so this should be starting from tier L4 and above. And last but not the least, it is very important that you clearly define the needs and expectations from the city. So either you are looking for the access to data, are you looking for the access to infrastructure, or you are looking for some specific city environment. This is what you have to already define in your application. And based on the evaluation process, there are two scenarios of cooperation possible. So if you are still in premature stage and we can't provide you access to the testbed, cooperation can be indirect through ecosystem partners. Riga City Council supports various activities such as hackathons, incubators, accelerators, workshops, ecosystem events. So depending on the needs, we will help you to get in contact with the right ecosystem partner. However, if you are at the stage where we can grant you access to the testbed, then we are speaking about direct cooperation, which means it is cooperation in EU projects through open calls and, of course, direct piloting. In this case, Smart Riga team will support you in deployment process, and we will be with you. We will support the development of your use case. We will assign the right location for you. We will, of course, coordinate this process among various stakeholders, so we will be this guiding light in the city web. And in the process, we will also provide feedback and recommendations for potential improvements if necessary, and also what should be considered for scaling. Some important notes also I have to tell you. So first of all, solutions in Riga testbed can be deployed and tested in the period for up to 1 year. So this is one point. Second, all the costs related to testing will not be covered by the city unless it is unless the case is that we have cooperation in projects. And also, Smart Riga offers the opportunity to use city as a test bed for your solutions deployment and development, but please note that we cannot guarantee procurement from the city. However, successful pilot significantly enhances credibility and your visibility, and potentially opens doors for future opportunities within Riga and also in other markets. So once again, please come and play in our playground. We will be there. Please contact our Smart Riga team. Let's explore together how we can create the synergy and make the city together better. Thank you for your attention.